It means all of a sudden it's a little bigger than it was. So this cardboard outline is the size of the actual building, as opposed to mine
it looks
that
like
was this
it should
big.
be.
So
You got pretty close.
yeah, so it's going to be a large thing and kind of an imposing structure, but it was, you know.
Well, it fills the picture up pretty good here. So
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's very cool.
And
I like that.
this guy is sort of what I'm referring to as the Phantom Engine House of Central Camp. When you look at there's two photos in this series. There's one on this side that looks more at the ground and scenery over here, and there's a pile of material that look like post and beam building materials that have been pre-cut. Like there's a post with a little cap on it and braces and whatnot pre-made, and a bunch of those. And then they have all the concrete footings and whatnot that are part of this. And it's like they were going to build an engine house there, and then this is all the farther they got. So partly because I don't have any photos of that show the engine house built. If somebody comes up with a photo someday, terrific. I'm ready to build the engine house, but until that time.
Yeah, let's go like that.
Oh.
Pardon me.
Is that light? Oh.
Light seems to be pretty good.
And the rest of it, I mean, like the saw filer shed and the sand house. I have photographs of this front side and end on this one, and I've got a blueprint that looks at the other side and the footprints. That's giving me that. And on the sand house, I've got a blueprint that shows this much of it was the original part of the sand house, and then photos have shown up with the whole, with the extension on the end. So I was able to extrapolate from the photos and get the rest
It's
of it.
remarkable that you found the blueprints.
Well, Thomas Russell was the civil engineer for the company, and his office was here in Eugene. So when he passed away, his collection went to the University of Oregon Special Collection Department. They have boxes stuffed with blueprints there that mean I don't have any excuses to not make it right. Good afternoon. Hey, gentlemen. Hey, Greg. Go ahead and sign the address. You know somebody posted this about it?
Other buildings. Cool.
I did the end wall.
Popular.
Okay, that's fine, but
That's cool. That's way cool. I like this one. Interesting.
That is a well-weathered cab forward.
That's a cool locomotive.
I'm afraid I'm going to get in your way.
Well, maybe we're.
You were here first.
That's true, we were.
Yeah, most of the structures up here were built by Pam. The Marion Solvents and this little tri-state, and then all these except this one were built by Pam. And then she did most of these structures down here except for this one in the middle. So she's pretty good at this stuff.
Yeah.
And she's one of those modelers who opens up a box like a Campbell kit that's full of sticks, says, "Oh boy." And how many people today open a box like that and say, "Oh no, that's too much work," or something.
Crap.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of those. I haven't said anything yet because we're not to that point.
You've got a roundhouse kit that's...
That was in the RMC article a year or so back. The remotor and so on. And I'm really pleased to have, this is a locomotive that I got from my uncle's collection when he passed away. And I remember watching that run on his layout when I was
Get the lesson from her.
pre-teenager even.
People are really good.
Turntable pit?
Yeah, and one of the I got a structure from my uncle, which is a the John Allen engine house, a fine scale miniature, and it's finished. And my plan is to build a mallet house following the same kind of style and the same sort of general design and colors and all that. If I can find the right colors to match the whatever Floquil paints he used back in the '60s when he built it.
Have you seen the MRH acrylic paint guide?
Yeah, the CrossFit. Yeah.
Not very often anymore.
Is there any questions I can answer? Just holler out. Some of these little information cards have got a lot of the basics on there.
Can't really come out.